I am Desiree Maddox, the Glam Scientist. Hi, Tia. How are you? I wanted to jump on really quickly today. I wanted to do this yesterday, but I ran out of time. I was knee deep in work. But yesterday was a special day for me. I celebrated 6 years as the Glam Scientist and also as the owner of MVA Laboratories, which is my primary business. So for the past 6 years, I have been full time as a cosmetic chemist and a 12-mile bike ride. Yeah, for 6 years, I have been full time as a cosmetic chemist, developing beauty products behind the scenes for some of your favorite brands. But today, I wanted to hop on and just talk about a big mistake that I have been seeing a lot of new beauty brands make, and that is they're making a mistake with their ingredients and the claims that they're making. Before we get started, there's a little guy down at the bottom right corner. I would like you to just click that little guy and share my broadcast with your followers. I'm sure somebody you know needs to know this. Maybe one of your favorite beauty brands or a new beauty brand might need to see this. So I love it if you share. I also like your hearts. So if you can just double tap your screen and give me some hearts and have those streaming as I go along, then I'll know that I'm talking to you and telling you something that you didn't know, that you needed to know, or something that you can pass along to a friend. So, new beauty brands, a lot of them these days are releasing a product online, actually on Instagram. That seems to be the new medium. Everybody's into social, so let's use social to our advantage, right? So since I'm committed to helping some new beauty brands get started, I'm committed to helping at least 5, hopefully 10 beauty brands release a product before the end of the year, and I want to make sure they're doing it right. So I've been seeing new beauty brands putting their products out on Instagram for sale, and they're not listing their key ingredients or listing any of their ingredients. And the FDA regulates the cosmetic industry pretty closely, and there are certain rules that you have to follow up front. And they're really easy to follow. So if you're going to sell a beauty product online and you don't have a website where you can list the ingredients and you don't yet have labels, which I want you to have labels for your products if you're going to sell them. But if you don't have labels, then you need to post somewhere your ingredients. The ingredients are required to be listed in order of predominance in the formula. So if you have mostly water, water is the first ingredient. If you have the least amount of, let's say, your fragrance oil, or we'll say it's peppermint, then peppermint should be the last ingredient. So everything's listed in order of how much of it is in the formula. You also have to use the INCI ingredient name. That is the name that is regulated and registered and known and recognized by the cosmetic industry as the proper name of the product. So if you're using sweet almond oil in your product, you can't just call it sweet almond oil in your ingredients list. You have to call it sweet almond oil with, well, you have to call it by the botanical name, which off the top of my head, I don't know what it is. But you have to call it by the botanical name. You can put in parentheses sweet almond oil so that your customers know that that's what it is and they're not feeling like you're speaking a foreign language. But you do have to do it properly. You can Google online for the INCI ingredient dictionary, and any ingredient that you're using, you can go ahead and just look it up and it'll tell you the proper name that you can have to use on your ingredients list. It's very simple. So I would like to see, if you launch a product and you're selling it online or on social media, I would like to see those ingredients lists posted so that your customers who are happening upon your social media, your Instagram or your Twitter, can actually see what's in the product and know if they have any allergies to it. They can know what they're using. Consumers these days are very educated about their ingredients, so they want to know what you're using because they're looking at it and saying, okay, I know this oil works for my skin, this oil doesn't. I know this is for anti-aging, I know this is not, etc. I'd also like to talk about the claims that you make on your products, because there's a fine line between what's considered a cosmetic and what's considered an OTC drug, and that's also regulated by the FDA. So, cosmetics are designed to just be applied to your skin or to your hair for aesthetic purposes. So it's supposed to make your skin softer, feel more moisturized. So it's supposed to make your hair more tame, soft, smooth, etc. It's not, what a cosmetic is not, is something that is designed to actually alter the chemical functions of your body. So it's basically the difference between a cosmetic and an OTC product and how they're regulated. It's like putting on a face of makeup, maybe you contour. So it's the difference between you actually contouring and you can wash that off later in the day versus you going to see, I don't know, Dr. Miami. I've been seeing a lot of people use his name. Going to see a cosmetic surgeon and getting your cheekbones done or something like that. So it's the difference between the two. That's how drastic it is. But when you're talking about ingredients and what you're using and what your product is actually doing, you can't make claims that sound like you're doing a medical treatment. So when you see products online that claim to grow your hair, regrow your eyebrows, regrow your eyelashes, or when you see products that are claiming to penetrate deeper layers of the skin and activate collagen, those are drug claims, and that's regulated by the FDA, and you don't really want to be making those claims. I mentioned before in one of my first scopes that the FDA will actually send you a warning letter, and they will follow through on making you pull your product off the market if you don't adhere to those rules. And you can Google it. You'll see Chanel has had warning letters, L'Oreal has had warning letters, Clinique has had warning letters, and they don't stop. The difference between you and the big people are they have the big bucks. So if a product gets pulled, or if they have to pull something and rework the claims or put it back through another level of testing so that they can make those claims, they have the money to do that. Do you have the money to do that? Or are you still trying to grow your brand and make sure that you're getting to the level that they're at? So I just wanted to take a moment to talk about that, put that out there. I also want to celebrate the fact that my ebook is out. Well, it's actually EGuide. I released it today officially. It was on pre-sale a few weeks ago, and now it's officially on the site for purchase. I do talk about ingredients and claims in the e-guide, and it's basically like a starting point or a tool that you can use when you're ready or getting ready to launch a new cosmetic product. So that's for sale, and I also introduced a special coaching service that goes specifically with the book. I don't actually offer coaching typically. Normally I just do consulting projects where I'll work with the brand from the bottom up to put together a strategy for them to release their brand to the world. But I don't do like one-off coaching typically. But with this book and with my commitment to making some brands release products this year, I wanted to give a book and also give some hands-on contact with me where I can strategize with you and help you to get that done. So my website is theglamscientist.com. You can go there, check it out. The e-guide is in the store. So I believe that is the very last tab at on the home page. Also, I have a newsletter that I'd like you to subscribe to if you want more information like this, because I like to write a whole lot more than I like to get on video, although I find that this is easier for some people. So if you scroll to the bottom of my home screen or use the pop-up, you can subscribe to my newsletter, and I'll fill you in on whenever I have something to say, something important to say that I feel like is going to really help you to grow your beauty brand to iconic status so that you're, taking some of this market share and you're really making moves. Then I'll send that out in a newsletter. And my newsletter gets everything first. So I just wanted to hop on really quickly. If you guys have any questions that you want to ask me as far as ingredients list, product claims you can make, if you have a question about a product and you want to know if it's okay or not, I'm here for you for that. Otherwise, I'll hop off. Any questions? Any comments? You guys are quiet tonight. Hi, Beauty Mark ATL. Okay, nobody has questions, so I'll end it. You can always email me, info at theglamscientist.com. And on Instagram, I am at glam_scientist, just like my Periscope. See you later. Bye.